won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming. The world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty. Watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out. Now it's just that Fridays was serving the green. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Kansas City. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. That last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
It's a gain of 34. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 10 more there and another first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Dante Fowler in on the stop. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. Cousins. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's got room. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 8. 49 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Here we go. 25, check 25, check 25.
Here's White. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Zamir White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Chiefs had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Try to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
They keep it with Henry on first down.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, Mahomes finding his burner, Hardman, for the KC first.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On play action, Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Fights through him.
97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it again with Henry. And some space here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game.
And the Chiefs are able to move back in front. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 17-14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. From 4 yards out.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, They threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A give to the fullback on the dive. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
101 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Raiders are back within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing throwing is Mahomes on third. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. A pass complete downfield to Renfro.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Jacobs going to try the middle.
113 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He'll look downfield for Waller.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He hits Adams complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They'll run right here with Jacobs. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Cousins. The left side throw complete to Adams.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent.
Who did things largely below the radar? Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
To about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Cousins. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Now Cousins.
Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Play fake. Cousins. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They go play action. Cousins. It's complete to Fuller.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
First down, here's White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Henry up the middle. There he goes right side. The 40. The 20. 10. 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Derrick Henry. 70 26 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
High throw, but he makes the catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
And even 50 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Jacobs again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, here's Cousins.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kirk Cousins, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Inside handoff, Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 41.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on fourth. It would be 58 yards from here. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. The throw out to Ross. He's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup. First down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st and 10, Cousins forced out to his left. Open man, that's Renfro. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. In motion, the tight end. 2nd down, Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball. And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st down, Benedict. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff to Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
running from the gun with Henry.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. From 49 yards away, he nails